What is up, Psycho Club? Hey, we need to talk about video games and lawyers? So, I was updating Fortnite last night, and for whatever reason, this legal mumbo jumbo popped up, and we had to read through it. And I'll tell you what, it confused me a little bit. It didn't confuse me a lot of bit, but do we really need attorneys in video games? Are video games fun anymore? Or is it all just big business? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Uh, I, it's a really interesting thing to have to go through just to play a video game. But hey, do me a favor and like the video, and we're gonna catch you in the next one. Peace. What is this? A Fortnite end user license agreement? Please read this agreement carefully. It is a legal document that explains your rights and obligations related to your use of Epic software, including any services you access or purchases you make through the software. By downloading or using the software or by otherwise indicating your acceptance of this agreement, you are agreeing to be bound by the terms of this agreement. If you do not or cannot agree to the terms of this agreement, you may not download or use this software. Damn. In particular, we want to highlight some important terms, policies, and procedures in this agreement by accepting this agreement. 1. You are also agreeing to other Epic rules and policies that are expressly incorporated into this agreement. Please read them carefully. Our privacy policy explains what information we collect from you and how we protect it. Our fan content policy explains what you can do with Epic's intellectual property and the content you create. Our terms of service explain the rules for our websites. You grant Epic a license to use whatever content you create using the service. You can find more information in the user-generated content section below. You and Epic agree to resolve disputes between us, individual arbitration, not in court. We believe the alternative dispute resolution process of arbitration will resolve any dispute fairly and more quickly and efficiently than formal court litigation. Section 12 explains the process in detail. We've put this up front and in caps because it's important. All of this to play a video game, chat. A video game. Good Lord, folks. A video game. You remember when we all booted up the Nintendo? And you just heard the Mario Brothers theme? You just hit play, right? You hit the start button and you went do 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 do. Anyways, this agreement contains a binding individual arbitration and class action waiver provision. If you accept this agreement, you and Epic agree to resolve disputes in binding individual arbitration and give up the right to go to court individually or as part of a class action. And Epic agrees to pay your arbitration costs for all disputes of up to $10,000 that are made in good faith. You have a time limited right to opt out of this waiver. To enter into this license agreement, you must be an adult of the legal age of majority in your country of residence. So how are the 13-year-olds playing this game? It's a good question, chat. It's a good question. I'm curious. You are legally and financially responsible for all actions using or accessing our software, including the actions of anyone you allow to access to your account. You can affirm that you have reached the legal age of majority, understand and accept this agreement, including its dispute resolution terms. If you are under the legal age of majority, your parent or legal guardian must consent to this agreement. Certain words or phrases are defined to have certain meanings when used in this agreement. Those words and phrases are defined below in Section 16. If your primary residence is in the United States of America, your agreement is with Epic Games, Inc. If it is not in the United States of America, your agreement is with Epic Games Entertainment International. Wow, chat. Look at all this. We're not going to read every word. Nobody's going to read every word. We'll skim through here. Game currency and content. Epic may offer you the ability to acquire licenses to in-game currency. So now we're purchasing licenses to the game. All purchases of purchase game currency and content are final and are not refundable. User-generated content. Epic may provide features through the software or the services that allow you to create, develop, modify, or contribute content. If you make or have made available any UGC in the services, you give Epic permission to host, copy, import, store, modify, adapt, display, publicly perform, including by means of digital audio transmissions, reproduce and make mechanical reproductions of musical works embodied in sound recordings, creative derivative works of, including synchronize to visual images, public display, transfer, sublicense, and distribute, collectively use that UGC, in whole or in part, including for commercial publicity and marketing purposes in any country. This permission is perpetual and irrevocable and applies to any media platform or channel in the connection with the software and services. Wow. You understand that you may be exposed to UGC from a variety of sources when using the software or the services, and acknowledge that UGC may be inaccurate, offensive, indecent, or otherwise objectionable. You agree that Epic shall not be responsible or liable for your or others' UGC. To the fullest extent permitted by law, you waive and agree to waive all rights of authorship, paternity, attribution, integrity, disclosure, withdrawal, and any other rights that are known or referred to as moral rights, artist rights, droit moral, or other similar rights, recognized under any legal or equitable theory of any country or under any treaty, regardless of whether that right is referred to as a moral right, collectively moral rights, in and to your UGC. You further knowingly and irrevocably agree to not exercise any moral rights in and to your UGC that you have not waived in any manner that interferes with any exercise of granted rights. You waive and agree not to assert your moral rights, even if your UGC is altered or changed in a manner not agreeable to you. Wow. Literally, wow. Look at all of this: governing law and jurisdiction, binding individual arbitration, class action waiver. All of this, as we would like to call legal mumbo jumbo, so that you cannot sue Epic Games for anything. The interesting thing to me is this is a video game. A video game. This is crazy to me. I mean, just absolutely nuts that there is. Look at this. Look at all of this legal document just to play a video game. I'd be willing to bet that if we hit complete later and dismiss, it wouldn't let us play. That's nuts. That is absolutely crazy just to play a video.